Today we're going to be discussing what is, in my opinion, the best smartwatch that you can buy. What I have on my wrist right now is the Moto 360 first generation. Now it's very important that this is the first generation because of course it is old. That's not really why. It's important to distinguish between the first generation and the second generation because of course of the price difference. And while the second generation, being the new one, is currently on sale for a whopping $300, this one, the first generation, is on sale for a measly $150. That's just $10 more than one of those little Fitbit things that you see everyone wearing, and the exact same price as the smartwatch without a screen that I showed you last year. The difference is, this smartwatch does have a screen, and it can do quite a lot with it. So let's dive right on in. When you raise your wrist to your face, you'll see a lovely little watch screen, which of course you can change by holding on it, and you'll notice we have a crap ton of watch faces. Some of these are installed third-party, I'll talk about that later. If you swipe up from the bottom, you will see all of your cards. So I have a fitness card, I have a weather card, a traffic card that thinks I live somewhere where I don't, and any notifications that you get on your phone. Now, most of the cards don't actually allow you to do anything, like the text messages or Facebook notifications or that other weird notification that you always get and you don't know how to disable it. But email cards, if you're using Gmail, you can actually delete straight from the watch, and that will delete them on your phone as well. Now, while it may cost $10 more than a Fitbit, you're not going to be skimping on the features. What we have, if you swipe over to the right, is all these lovely applications, and you'll notice we have our Google Fit app, which is going to be on almost every Android Wear. You'll see your steps, your heart rate, and that's about it. Now that is a little bit measly, so Motorola decided to fix that by adding their own fancy schmancy fitness tracking things. We have a calorie one, which allows you to see your burn goal as well as the amount of calories you have burned yesterday and the ones you burned today, as well as seeing your weekly goals and stuff, and a little information, so that's lovely. We also have Moto Body Heart Activity and Heart Rate. The heart rate allows you to track your heart rate throughout the day. You also have Moto Body Steps. This is your step counter, so you'll see in gray the steps from yesterday, and in green around the outside the steps from today, just the same as the calories. And again, with the calories, you'll see all of your steps for the week. You'll also find a plethora of other applications that are pre-installed on the watch for you without you having to do anything. These include an agenda, which will basically sync your Google Calendar, your settings, then this is pretty self-explanatory. Same with the stopwatch, I think you know what that is, and a timer, you probably know what that is. Google Translate's rather interesting because what you can do is, let's say, translate English to German. And you can say, I would like to eat a hamburger. And then Google, through your phone, will translate that. And if you turn your wrist, the person facing you can read it. So that's actually really cool. I haven't used it because I don't know anyone. I haven't been to Germany recently, but it is very cool that you can have it translate and then just boop, turn it, and then whoa, translate again, and then whoa! And of course we have the weather application, which allows you to look at the forecast and a 4-day forecast, and gee whiz, that's pretty cool. Let's talk about the biggest caveat to this watch, which is the battery life. This is not gonna be the battery life of a Fitbit. You are definitely going to need to charge this. I know the smartwatch without a screen that I showed you a while ago had a battery life of 8 months. This will be about 8 hours. So realistically, you are going to need to charge it every night. But fortunately, it's wireless charging, so you just rest it in a cool little cradle and it's like, whoa! And it charges up really quick, so you could probably just pop it on the charger while you're watching TV or sitting at your job or, I don't know, whatever you do. So it's not really the biggest problem, and it does work with any wireless charger, so if you already have a wireless Samsung whatever you have, you could use that too. In the olden days, when this watch was first released, it was Android only. But thanks to the Android Wear update, it works with iPhone. So that's pretty cool. I use it with my iPhone 6s and I've had no problems except for one. This thing does not ship out of the box with the new update, which means that you are going to have access to an Android phone to pair it and then update the watch before it'll work with your iPhone. So, watch faces. You can actually install third-party watch faces over iPhone now. You've been able to do that with Android the whole time, but through iPhone you can now do that as well. So that's pretty cool. It's kind of limited and you can't really install any other applications, but it is nice to install some third-party watch faces. So let's go over the pluses of this watch. First of all is the nice round screen, which I absolutely love. I love this whole classic watch style, and I love the band that comes with it, this lovely gray leather band. There's, of course, dozens of different bands, and I think they're all really, really nice. The only thing that I would want to change would be maybe a higher resolution screen, but it's really not that big of a problem, considering the fact that, how closely are you going to look at it? You're like, oh, look at the pixels. That's unrealistic. So, in summation, the watch has good fitness tracking, good design, good functionality, and good price. The only caveat is the bad battery life, and perhaps at times it gets a touch glitchy and slows down a little bit. So really, for $150, it's hard to go wrong with something like this. I mean, you can get the newer one, or the Fitbit that has a screen, or the Apple Watch, but those are all more than $200, $300 even. So thanks guys for watching this video. Next week I'm going to be posting another Then versus Now video, which you saw a preview for a couple of weeks ago in my Welcome to 2016 video. So you can look forward to that, and of course don't forget, at the end of February I will be releasing my full-length documentary that I've been working on with Noah from Pogo. So there is still a lot to look forward to. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe for more videos, and visit Twitter @LukeMiani and do the whole thing that I know everyone tells you to do this, but just do it.